State University and an intern at Spark Reproductive Justice Now, a queer, trans, people of color-centered reproductive justice organization in Atlanta. I'm here to say an attack on abortion is an attack on the bodily autonomy of all folks. As someone who has followed this ban from the beginning, spoken to legislators, and been to various actions, it is evident that those in charge of this legislation and those supporting this legislation do not care about us.
No, they don't.
These bans are forced birth, not pro-life as they claim to be. They exist to police our bodies, specifically the bodies of Black and brown folks, so we can birth more children to experience exploitation, state-sanctioned violence, and systems that profit off our oppression. These abortion bans are an attack on the bodily autonomy of all folks. Abortion is not just a issue. It is not a woman's right issue. It is a people's issue and a human right for all. As a young person of color with a uterus, as a person who radically affirms the queer and trans community, I want to ensure that the language being used around abortion is inclusive and does not further rob people of their agency more so than these bans already have. We must ungender the abortion conversation and realize that this ban affects folks of all genders. This is not about men making decisions about women's bodies. This is not about white women making decisions about women's bodies. We need to realize that no one should be making decisions about anybody's bodies, period. It is vital to understand that abortion has always been inaccessible for poor folks, people of color, and queer and trans folks. For these folks, abortion bans have always existed due to a lack of abortion providers, the existence of crisis pregnancy centers, the fact that federal insurance does not cover abortion, and a multitude of other barriers. Now that abortion bans are legalized, we must ask, who amongst us will be the most criminalized? Abortion bans are specifically weaponized to inflict violence on marginalized people and rob them of their autonomy. So many folks ask, what do we need to do? We need to be mobilizing and following in the leadership of Black, queer, trans, POC-centered organizations, leading the fight for abortion access, including organizations such as URGE, Spark, Sister Song, Sister Love, NAPOF, ARC Southeast, and many others. This is not just a fight for abortion. This is a fight for the autonomy of all people. We will not stop until a world exists where all people have the agency and resources to make choices about their bodies and lives. I would like to end by honoring the legacy of the incredible Black and brown folks who have paved the way for liberation and justice with a quote from Assata Shakur. It is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love each other and support each other. We have nothing to lose but our chains. Thank you.